Hi, I am Dr. Eurydice Moore. Thank you for tuning in today. As I promised, I was going to come on and talk to you about the Walmart grant. By now, you should have seen this. I don't know if you can see it well. Okay. I have had this flyer. Rita posted this flyer about the Walmart grant. And what I want to share with you is now is the time to apply for the Walmart grant. It will expire December 31st. This is the end of the year, and they are taking application. What I want you to know, Walmart has been around since 1962. The proprietor is Sam Walton, and he started with just one store. And now he's in every state. So, as I said before, the deadline for this grant is December 31st, 2021. And if you miss that deadline, they're going to be closed for the whole month. Then they're going to reopen February 2022. So, the reason why you want to apply now is that the funds that you get will be for Operation 2021. So if you miss this deadline, then when you apply, when they reopen in February 2021, that fund will not be released to you for operation, for program, and for 2022. So that's why you want to go ahead, slide on in, hit the home base. All right, what else you need to know? I am very happy to announce that the Walmart grant is for both churches and nonprofit. So if you are a religious institution, you can apply for the Walmart grant. Yes, you can. Now, if there's anyone that's listening, can you please give a like or a comment in the area? This is the first presentation with StreamYard. I want to make sure that you are hearing me and that you are getting the information. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I'm so sorry. I am Dr. Eurydice Moore from Eurydice. Eurydice is a certified MBE, WBE, BEP, DBE consulting firm. That's a mouthful, I know. And we provide all kinds of services: grant writing, non for profit and for profit, startup, which means that if you have an idea and you want to know if you can generate revenues or income or get funding for those ideas, you can talk to me through a consultation. I give 15 minutes free consultation so I can do an assessment, let you know if your ideas are fundable. And if it is fundable, help you to become eligible to receive funding. And then I help you to apply. So I help non for profits set up, I help them attain their article of incorporation to be incorporated on the state level and to attain their 501c3 tax exempt. And in videos to come, I will break that down and talk more of those items. We also provide workshops, and we have do-it-yourself programs where you can contact me and get checklists, a guide on what to do, how to do, when to do, where to do, why to do. Okay, I'm here to serve at all capacity. Also, we do. I help for profit. I've been helping a lot of for profit for the last 2 years. people like, I don't want a nonprofit, I want a for-profit, I want to be a sole proprietor, LLC, I want to be an Inc. I have helped those group of people and also helped them to become eligible for funding because there are a lot of for-profit grants. I have been writing grants since April 1985. And through the years, I promise you, I might have seen 2 or 3 grants just for profit businesses. All that usually offered for profit businesses is loan, stacks and stacks of loans. And a lot of people that open up their business usually use their credit cards, have families and friends chip in to open up their business. They work jobs and use some of their money for seed money for their businesses. But now, since COVID hit, they are throwing grants at for profits as well as nonprofit. So I work with both groups of people. I do grant research. I will help you find grants. And if you want to apply for them for yourself, that's fine with me. I provide workshops. If you want to come take a workshop and then apply for grants, I help you too. Or you may say, I don't want to do none of this. None of it. I'm counting on you. I want to hire you to write grants on behalf of my organization or business. I got you covered too. Now, back to the Walmart. Earlier this week, I showed a video where I received a Comcast grant award, which consisted of 2 laptops and a tablet. And I was so excited, and I mentioned while we was waiting for me to unpackage everything, I was talking to you, and I said that it's the end of the year, and you should be seeking funders for donations, whether it's in kind means products or services, or whether it's monetary, which means mola, dollars. Okay. So, and I just happened to mention that one of the end of the year grants that you would want to consider applying for is the Walmart grant. And so that's how we got started. So back to the Walmart grant. I have been Rita been posting flyers. Now, let's talk about the Walmart grant. Again, it is due December 31st, where you get funding for 2021 funding year. And after that, it was shut down for a whole month, all of January, and reopened to receive application February 1st. Now, I also mentioned that churches, there are so many churches that need funding, and I'm happy to announce that Walmart will fund your churches. I had a client who had a church and she received funding. She received 4 checks from Walmart. So they do fund churches. But here's the key. The funding has to be for the community. You can't have the us for and no more mentality where, okay, any funding you get, it'll be just for church members. You can't do that. You have to include the community and you got to keep documentation. Then also other nonprofit, let's say you provide youth services or you provide services for seniors. You have a community outreach program, food distribution, after school program. You have sports program. You are a cultural program. There's funding available for you. Now, your first step with the Walmart grant would be to do a registration. They just added this last year. where anyone interested in attaining a Walmart grant, it's like a pre-application. They call it front door registration. When you Google, you're going to see front door registration. And so you put your general information in. They will ask you to upload a copy of your 501c3. They will ask you to also upload verification from your bank on their letterhead that you have a bank account with them, or you can upload a cancel check, a check where you made a purchase in the name of the organization, non for profit. Now, the Walmart grant is just for nonprofit. If you are for profit, you cannot apply for this grant. You are ineligible. Okay. Now, once you do your registration, then you're required to take an eligibility quiz. And then between 24 to 72 hours, you should hear back. They're going to review and verify the information that you submit. Then an invite will be sent for you to apply for the actual application, and you will receive a link. And then you can proceed to do your application. Of course, you have to have a username. We encourage people to use their email and a password. Okay. So once you do that, you complete the application. They said give it 60 to 90 days. But when it comes to the end of the year, you can hear from them in about a week. 2020, I thank God, Rita pretty much carried the business from October to December, January, because I had an affliction, and she pretty much carried the business and did the grant writing. So there was 7 organizations, 6 got funded with Walmart grants, and the lowest amount was $250. The highest amount was $5,000. And some of them, one of them received 1 grant, and that was in the amount of 5,000, while the others received anywhere from 2 to 4 checks. I'm telling you something that worked. Just put a little prayer to it as well. So she worked with the people, and they got notification like in days, in a week to a couple of weeks. And it was before the December 31st deadline. And their checks were mailed to them. And I did a follow up, and they said that they have gotten a check like in a week or 2. Okay, Walmart still mail out checks. That's not all funders. Some funders, they ask for your bank routing number, your bank checking account number, and they make wire transfer. So it is very important that you have a bank account for your non-for-profit. Okay, I am speaking to the non-for-profit people. Let me see what else you need to know about Walmart. All right. Now, some of the areas, the funding areas, is community support. Anything, it's like umbrellas. It's like categories. Community support. Then they have a health area, healthier food for all, and disaster relief. Okay. Now, this grant is called Community Giving Grant. Walmart got several grants, but the one that is especially for startup, just becoming a nonprofit. You want to tap into the community giving, and it's a simple application after you register. And as I said, you don't have a long waiting time. Other funders, you wait 90 to 120 days to get a response. All right. Thank you, Rita. All right, let's see what else I want to check. What I need to tell you, and I found out recently, Walmart has two foundations. They have the Walmart Foundation and the Walmart Family Foundation. And I just found that out today. So that's two foundations that you can check out and look for grant opportunities. Then they have grants that are nationwide. So it's just so much out there in the grant world. But what I'm focusing now is on the grant that would be more applicable for nonprofit startups. Okay. Now, what I want to do is go through some frequently asked questions before tuning out. All right, everything is clear now. Frequently asked questions. Okay. How do you apply for the grant? I already explained. To be eligible for this grant, you must be a non-for-profit. You must have the Internal Revenue Service 501c3. Now, if you are a non-for-profit and you don't have a 501c3, all is not lost. Here at Eurydice, we do 501c3. Okay? 501c3 is a document obtained from the Internal Revenue Service that give tax exemption. When you go to donors, the first thing they want to know is if you have the 501c3. If you do not have the 501c3, they do not want to give you donation. Why? They have promised the Internal Revenue Service that they will give back to the community. And in order to give back to the community, they got to show proof. Now, your 501c3 is proof that they have gave back to the community through your non-for-profit, which is supposed to be serving the community with programs. And the reason why they want that 501c3, not only is it proof, but it helped them to get tax write-off, which make their taxes lower. They pay less tax for their corporation. So that 501c3 document is very important. And also I have a video that you can check out, the 11 different benefits of having a 501c3. A lot of people think the 501c3 is just for grants. No, it's not just for grants. And I'll just name a couple of things. When you have that 501c3, your organization, the grants, the private contribution, the donation you get are tax exempt. You don't pay any taxes. Then you're eligible for sales tax exemption. You have to apply for it in your state. And you be exempt from paying sales tax exemption. What do that mean? That means when you go to a store and you purchase an item, you only pay purchasing price. You do not pay sales taxes. Okay. So that's another benefit. Another benefit of having the 501c3 is that if your organization own a property in the name of the organization, then the property tax will be exempt, but you have to apply for it. So that's just three. I gave you three benefits of the 501c3. You can look up that video and learn about the other eight. You can reach me at 773-544-5341, 773-544-5341, if you need a 501c3. Because without it, you cannot apply for grants. Now, there's a few grantors that will award grants if you don't have a 501c3, but that's like looking through a needle in a haystack, and they few and far between. Okay, so I have told you the eligibility to apply for a Walmart grant. Matter of fact, any grant. Okay, I already told you you could be a religious institution, and you could be a youth service, or you could be providing home health care. You can apply, or you got a food program, any way that you are supporting the community. Okay, the folks that got funded last year, one lady had a health program in her organization. Someone else was doing family services. Someone else was doing youth services. Someone was doing strictly food distribution. So just to name a few things so you can think about where you fit. Okay, let me go through some more frequently asked questions. What if you want like a product? You don't want no money donation. Well, you do know that Walmart give gift cards, but you cannot apply through this program for gift cards. You must go directly to the Walmart store that's in your zip code, meet with the store manager, the general manager, fill out an application, and then they'll let you know if they will fund you or not. Okay. Um, Let me see what else. Another thing, the beauty of Walmart grant for the monetary contribution. You can apply for every zip code that your non for profit is located. Every store, I'm sorry, correction, every store within the zip code of your non for profit. All right. Let me see. You can reapply. Let's say, okay, the folks that got Walmart grant last year, guess what? They're eligible to apply again this year, and I am working with some of them that want to reapply. They do not issue grants to individuals. And once you are awarded a grant, know that you're going to be responsible for a grant report at the end of the year. Also know that they're going to have expectation. They're going to want you to contact the store manager where that grant came from. They're going to want like an award ceremony. They want to take pictures. They're going to want you to use their logo on your website. But there's a package that they send to you once you've been funded. If you do not fulfill their requirement, that looks bad. More than likely, when you reapply for a grant, you're not going to get funded again. So you want to be accommodating to the funders. That whatever they request you to do, you must be willing to do it. If you're not willing to do it, do not apply. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what else would be helpful to you. In about 5 more minutes, I'm going to be wrapping this up. If you are a private foundation, you cannot apply. If you need to check on the status of your application, they have an email. The email is within the application where you can check the status, because they create a portal. You have to create a portal and have your email and your password. And as I said before, they mail checks. Now, here's the thing. People, make sure your information is current. Right now, I have a client that was awarded $5,000 and she did not get her check. Why? Because her information on her 501c3 was outdated. She had moved and did not bother to contact the Internal Revenue Service and report that to them and get a new determination letter, a new 501c3 determination letter. So then she called me up. I'm like, that's your responsibility to update your stuff. Also, your responsibility to let the postmaster know, your local post office that sends your mail to you. You need to let them know when you move. Okay. I also had another client that had a problem with her dates, but Sister Girl took care of her business. She got all her checks. I believe she got 3 checks. And when she found out she had not updated her information, Sister Girl got on it and she got all 3 of her checks. So whenever you move, you need to update your information on the state level with the Secretary of State, with the Attorney General office, and with the Internal Revenue Service. All right, let me see. Let me see what else I need to share. That's it for now pertaining to the Walmart grant. Now you might say, well, Dr. Moore, I don't want to be bothered with none of this. I want to hire you to do the Walmart grant. Okay, below is my information. And if I have helped you, I want you to subscribe to the channel, like it, ring the bell, leave a message. Let me know you have seen this video and that this video has helped you. If you got suggestions, I'm open for suggestions. As I said before, this is our first StreamYard, okay? And there's always room for improvement. So I am Dr. Eurydice Moore with Eurydice, which is a MBE, WBE, BEP, DBE certified consulting firm. We are certified, we are certified on the city, state, county, and federal level to receive grants, and we are governmental contractors as well. If you need a consultation, you can reach out to me at the email that is scrolling across, or you can call me, you can text me, and I will get back to you ASAP if you want a consultation. If you need a 501c3 and you need to get started on your journey and becoming eligible to receive funding, then you can contact me, because at the consulting firm, we do 501c3, articles of incorporation, bylaws. We do it all to get you eligible to receive funding. So the clients that we have had churches, youth service organization, family service organization, media organization, multicultural organization, multimedia organization, domestic violence organizations, and many others, community development corporation, housing projects have got in contact with us to assist them with the 501c3 and grant writing services. This is Anna Baby and Annie Girl. Those are my forefathers. Signing off for now. Please embrace the information. Contact me for service and help somebody today. God bless.